All right, folks, it's Friday Fun Day, so we're gonna go back to the best hits of Cenk Uygur, aka Cenk Uygur, aka the Grease Baboon, versus Rabbi Shmuley. This is one of the best takedowns I've ever seen of Cenk. I've never seen him get so mad. I've never seen him literally break down mid-fight and call somebody a bigot. Actually, no, I've seen that plenty. But this is like the most mad, the most mad I've ever seen Cenk. And he just gets shut down completely.
Response.
Cenk is polling in the Democratic presidential primaries at 0%, nothing. He has a greater likelihood of being elected the new king of France.
It was true, by the way. He says it's not true, but at this point, and at most points, Cenk Uygur was polling at literally 0%.
And don't interrupt me, please. And the reason is that the American people are decent. They understand that Cenk's anti-Semitism, which he has voiced on your show repeatedly, calling Jews genocidaires, and this is the eve of Kristallnacht, the 85th anniversary of the start of the Holocaust. He would deny the Jewish people the only dignity left to us, that we were victims of genocide, and he would say that we are the Nazis, we are the Gestapo, for simply wanting to defend ourselves against the brutality and the savagery of Hamas. Cenk, you'll have your turn. Just show some decency. If you're not going to show it to my people, show it to me and show it to them.
Oh, man. Rabbi Shmuley is a malcontent and a miscreant, but understand this is a masterclass in rhetoric. You have to belittle your opponents and make them look like children. So when he says Cenk, that's him being the teacher, quieting down the student. Very, very potent rhetorical device to use when you're debating. Again, Shmuley is a malcontent. I don't endorse any of his ideology. He's an Israel sycophant, but the man is dismantling Cenk in real time.
Viewers of the show. But who is surprised that a man? Who is surprised that a man the name of whose podcast is Young Turks, who perpetrated the Armenian genocide? The Young Turks is like calling your podcast the Young Nazis, the Young Gestapo. They killed 1.5 to 2 million Armenians.
Yes, it is, Cenk. The Young Turks as a group, they killed millions of Armenians. This is not up for debate. So when you're calling yourself the Young Turks, you are aligning with a genocidal group. And he was a genocide denier. He did used to deny the Armenian genocide. And it wasn't until recently that he's backed down on that stance, but he definitely was a genocide denier.
Between 1915 and 1918, the Armenian community has begged Cenk to change the name of his show. For the first half of his life, he was a complete Armenian genocide denier. Then he changed. Now he is a Holocaust denier because he is saying that the Jews are engaged in a genocide of the Palestinians. Now, which nation? How can there be 1.8 million Muslim Arab citizens?
Rabbi Shmuley,
Okay.
I'm going to go to Cenk. You
Rabbi
said some
Shmuley.
very strong things about Cenk. You can now respond, Cenk.
You should never have.
Yeah, you should have him on. Sorry, Cenk.
This guy, all he wants to do is an ad hominem attack. He's a liar. And you can tell exactly what kind of indecent human being he is. But the main reason he's doing it is to avoid the topic. When are you going to stop murdering Palestinians and cheerleading it?
Okay.
If you're talking about genocide, you're the one right now doing the genocide.
May I respond?
Yes.
Go ahead, more lies. Go ahead.
You know, I've spent my life debating people. Whenever someone starts using personal names and screaming like a lunatic, they're losing.
I mean, that's exactly what you're doing too. You're using personal names and insults, but I love it, so I'll give you a pass this time. Rabbi Shmuley.
The debate. Let me remain
You're
factual.
the one
First
who
of all,
made up things.
The Palestinians were offered a state in 1936 in the Peel Commission. They rejected it. They were offered a state in 1947, the UN Partition Plan. They rejected it. They were offered a state in 1967 after Israel conquered Judea and Samaria and the West Bank. They rejected it. They were offered a state in 2000, Yasser Arafat, Ehud Barak. They rejected it. They were offered a state with Ehud Olmert 2008. They rejected it. Israel unilaterally withdrew from Gaza in 2005, and they did not create a state In fact, where were you, Cenk, when you say that you care about Palestinian children, when Hamas stole the highest rate of per capita international foreign aid, larger than the Marshall Plan, from Palestinian children, did not build schools for them, did not build hospitals, took all the money to buy bombs and to build a network of tunnels which is larger than the New York subway system? Where were you then? Did you only come up now? In fact, when Bashar al-Assad killed 600,000 children, Arab children, when he gassed them with mustard gas.
You can tell Cenk is stewing right now. Just look at him, nodding his head up and down. Piers Morgan with his mean mug, but Cenk is not. He's taking it in and completely and utterly stewing. Look at him.
My organization took out full-page New York Times ads to protect them from sarin gas. Where were you then? You don't care about Arab children. You are a Jew hater, defined as someone who only wants to lie and say that the Jews are genocidaires. And don't try to cancel.
There it is. That's the Cenk automated response. You bigot, you racist. That's what he does when he's getting cooked in a debate. And I love it. I've got to watch it again.
You are a Jew hater, defined as someone who only wants to lie and say that the Jews are genocidaires. And don't try to cancel me and say that I shouldn't be on. You're not a producer of this show. Because you are ignorant of the facts and ignorant of the history does not mean that you can cancel my voice.
Cenk, your response.
Okay, so first of all, this guy is a full-blown bigot. He's one of the most racist people I have ever seen.
The best hits of Cenk. You bigot, you racist. Anyway, that's it. I love when Cenk gets heated. I love when he gets into these verbal spats with Rabbi Shmuley. Another guy that I will cover is Mohammed Hijab. He also had an amazing debate with Rabbi Shmuley. So, anyway, I hope you enjoy. This is Friday, guys. Let's enjoy Friday together. Let's see the madness of the Piers Morgan debates together. Let's keep watching, guys.